I agree.
Across this country, we've seen this new phenomenon lately, chanted at sporting events and on signs. The phrase is, "Let's go, Brandon."
I agree. Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
At the same time, the vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind.
You're dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
At the same time, the vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind.
You're dying. That's true. You're dying. That's true. And it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
At the same time, the vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind.
We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Force the vote, sure, was a failure.
Really, how many people do that? You mean they moved out and then they said, "Ah, the hell with it, I'll move back in." You know, it doesn't sound like a very normal. You mean they moved out and what? They missed it so much that they wanted to move back in? Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, and
At the same time, the vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. The American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. The American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. The American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. The American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. The American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. The American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. They hold this institution in contempt. They hold the Republican Party in contempt. They hold the Democratic Party in contempt. They think that maybe, given all of the crises facing this country, it's about time that there was some bold leadership here. Who are you worried about? I'll tell you who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. That's what they want to see. No more B-2 bombers, no more Star Wars. Let's make the quality products we need. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
You know, the truth of the matter is that when you look, the truth of the matter is that when you know the truth of the matter, in a lot of ways, Richard Nixon was more liberal than I was.
Across this country, we've seen this new phenomenon lately, chanted at sporting events and on signs. The phrase is, let's go Brandon.
I've got to go. Let me respond. There's a lot to respond to here. Let's get something straight. You shouldn't be disappointed. What I've done so far is more than anybody else has done this far. Okay?
On my lap.
Number one. Number
and
two.
I love kids jumping on my lap.
I mean what I say when I say it.
And I love kids jumping on my lap.
I mean what I say when
and I love kids jumping on my lap.
I mean what I say when I
love
say
kids
it.
jumping on my lap.
I mean
I love kids jumping on my lap. I love kids jumping on my lap.
Let's get something straight.
And by the and I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
More than anybody else has done this far.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Number two.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
I say when I say it.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
When I say
I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
Okay. Number one.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
I mean what I say when I say it.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
I mean what I say when I say it.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
You're a lying dog faced pony shoulder. You said you. No, you haven't. You're a lying dog faced pony soldier. You said.
Isn't it wonderful to allow protesting now?
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
Hell on earth. What are the first 5 letters of that phrase? That's right. Hello. Nurth. Hello, Nurth. Is there anyone in the chat named Nurth? Anyone? Is there a Nurth in the chat? Quick, someone make a new account. Hello, Nurth. These are the things I think about when I am, these are the things I think about. So anyway, hello, folks. Welcome to another goddamn. I am your host. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm alive. And so now that I'm alive and then also live, I'm going to be doing a stream. So, ugh. Oh, Lord. I need an emergency nasal evacuation. So please bear the fuck with me. I've still got some lingering effects of my sickness. Again, I'm 99% sure, and by that I mean I don't have any idea whatsoever, but I'm just hoping this is wishful thinking. I'm 99% sure that I didn't have COVID last week. That being said, I still got some lingering symptoms. Oh, there goes my ear. Oh no. I need to do one of those stereo tests now. Hold up. Hold up.
This video contains...
Okay, I can still hear out of my left ear. We're good. Oh, whoops. Alright. We're good, folks. I can still hear my left... Oh, wait. I think it's gone. Oh, wait. Oh, yep, it's gone. Alright, folks, I'm done for. It's over for me. It was a good run. I had a hell of a run. Let me tell you. I had a hell of a run. But it's over. So... Hello, Mila. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Abner. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Sinquil. Hello, Abner. Again, I said that twice. Hello, Pike Ments. Hello, Frog. That's the show. That's who's watching. That's great. Hey, y'all. So, Yep, there goes my ear. I got some wax on my fingernail. You see that? That's crazy. Why the hell? What is the deal with earwax? I just wiped it on my thigh. Anyway, folks, we are here once again. This is Above It All, episode 1432. I've got a show for y'all planned. It's planned. Whether or not the show is executed according to plan, I guess we'll find out together, right? Anything could happen. A tree could fall through my fucking window. The plans don't really mean much. What matters is the execution of the plan. And so... that's going to be what's happening here. I'm happy to watch this live. You know what? that's just so happy. You know, there's just so much going on there. I'm going to make that the quote on the stream, so. There you go. You are now in the quotation. How does it feel to be famous? Obviously, there's no credit, but there you go. Happy almost New Year, folks. I am looking forward to the weekend. I am going to be doing some shrooms on New Year's, so that's my plan. And I'll let you know how it goes, but I'm sure January 1st is going to be a fun stream. Mary Mello in the chat says, "Hey, bitches." Hello, bitch. All right, folks, we are here. Let's get the goddamn started, shall we? So we have a goddamn here. We have a goddamn. I've got a lot that I want to talk about today, because there's just been a lot going on, I guess. I suppose. I wonder. There's just been a lot going on, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Choking on ashes, counting Amberjack's home, and promo Ted Firebird. Welcome, and Ali CIA. Welcome to the goddamn. Thank you for joining me. I was gonna say thank you for joining us, but Max is asleep on the job. Look at that guy. Max got a new toy. Max, do you want to show us your toy? I don't know where it is. It's on the floor somewhere. Max, where's your new toy? There it is. It's on the floor. He got a new toy. We'll see what happens. There's so much going on, Andrea. I can't decide where to begin. That's true. That is so true. So true? I thought we were going to hear more Jesus Summer Camp on Christmas. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. See, I told y'all you have to remind me. That's always the key thing. I say these things. I always throw these things out there into the ether. Not to be confused with Ethereum, the cryptocurrency. But I always throw these things out there, and I always say, I always put on that asterisk. You got to remind me? And Mila, you fucked up. I don't know what to tell you. You just didn't do it. You forgot to remind me. You just didn't give a shit. And here we are. The Christmas stream was ruined. And now we have to wait until next Christmas. So that's the only option. All right, folks. So I want to talk about... I'm going to start this show by talking about Joe Biden. Yesterday released a statement of some kind, and it was clipped on Twitter. I've only got 5 seconds, but to my understanding... this is only these are the only 5 seconds that we really need. So Joe Biden, Joe Biden, hold up, let me get you there you go.
Let's go, Brandon, I agree.
All right, Joe Biden, folks, he's here, he's alive, but is there an administration? I wonder, is there a federal government? Does anyone know? Let's find out.
Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level.
So he said in a presser, I don't think this was, I think he was talking to governors. He said that there is no federal solution for the COVID pandemic. It gets solved at a state level. So that automatically means 26 to 30 states gone. They're just done. There is no, North Carolina, nope. No COVID solution whatsoever. South Carolina, none. Georgia, none. Florida, none. Alabama, none. Half the country, none. Nothing. None whatsoever. And then you've got the neoliberal states, right, that have neoliberal governments, right? Democrats control them, like California. You think California is going to do anything about COVID? No. What about New Jersey? What about New York? You think they're going to do anything about COVID? Not really. So anyway, what this means basically is we're on our own. And what does "we are on our own" look like? Well, I've got a clip here from Twitter with a really good caption that I really want to talk about here. So what does being on our own look like? Well, it looks like this. It looks like extreme inefficiency. So here is a line of cars waiting for COVID tests in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And so, again, Think about this. Think about efficiency. We've got the United States Postal Service. The United States Postal Service has been in existence for hundreds of years. And here we are. If only we had a service that goes to every American's doorstep every day, except Sunday sometimes. If only that existed, and if only someone could click a button on a website or call a phone number and give them their address, and then the next day they would have a COVID test in their mailbox. If only that existed. But instead, again, I want to read this caption here. Someone on Twitter, Nizuia, said, "Look at this waste of people's time, gasoline, and money. The government should be sending us tests. It should be thrilled that we cared this much to try and contain this thing." Think about the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of wasted resources, time, potential labor, money, gasoline, waiting in this line. Because it's not a parking lot where you turn the car off. It's a line in the middle of the street that you have to constantly inch forward. So you have to leave your car on. So again, now, is this a widespread problem in every state in the country? No. But if you live in a state that has no solution at all for COVID, right? And Joe Biden said that there is no solution on the federal level, so it's up to the state. If you live in a state that just doesn't give a fuck, you're on your own. You've got nothing. There is nothing that anyone will do to help you. There is nobody to help you. No one will come for your rescue. You are on your own. This is Joe Biden's COVID strategy. You're on your own, Jack. And I've got a lot more that I'm going to talk about when it comes to COVID, but here is immediately after Joe Biden did that. He's walking away, folks. Hashtag walk away. Folks, again, I don't want to sit here and tell you that the president's a bad guy. I'd prefer the president would be a good guy, but he's not. This is mass murder. This is murder in the first degree. Everyone in the Biden administration, and obviously, of course, I know it's a year in, we still have to keep saying this, obviously the Trump administration as well. These are all murderers. The most prolific serial killers in the history of the world are currently in the White House. They've always been in the White House. All the people in this administration, the fact that they didn't resign as soon as this made waves tells you something. That they don't give a fuck. This is murder in the first degree. This isn't manslaughter. This isn't, I didn't know that This is murder in the first degree. This is premeditated. They don't give a fuck, and they're setting up systems that are killing you, your family, and the people that you care about. That's all it is. They said, go fuck yourself, have fun. I don't know. There's nothing I can say that's going to help out. There's nothing I can say that will make people feel better. But we're fucked. And again, I want to be very clear. This is not in the good dick way. I want to be fucked in the good dick way. I've been craving being fucked in the good dick way, but it's not happening because Joe Biden is in charge. But it gets worse, folks. It gets significantly worse. Got a little bit of a new system behind the scenes here, folks. Got a little bit of a new system. New system. I got think about this. So I got a spreadsheet, and I've got all the links that I want to talk about on the spreadsheet. Think about that, right? I've got a whole spreadsheet full of stuff. So I'm not looking at Google News. Oh, what's going on? Whoa. See? I got a new system. Your Xmas was disappointing. I remember the last update that we got from Choki was on Christmas Eve. That apparently, according to reports, and those reports may have been fake news, but according to reports, Choki was promised getting fucked in the good dick way on Christmas. And it seems, according to these new allegations, these new revelations, that did not end up happening. So I apologize for that. Choki, you deserve better. Anyway, so the CDC, folks, the Centers for Disease Control, whatever that means, has announced that they are cutting quarantine times. Why, though? Why? Well, here we have a post on Twitter that shows that a week ago, Delta Airlines CEO asks the CDC to cut quarantine time for breakthrough COVID cases. Believe the science, folks. Trust the science. The Democratic Party is pro-science, right? That's what they told us during the Georgia senatorial elections. That's what they told us during the last election in 2020. They told us they believe in the science. Hashtag trust the science. When Trump was in charge and he was doing nothing and telling people to inject bleach, what did Democrats do? Trust the science. We got to trust the science. Well, I'm going to read this for you, and then I want to talk about what Fauci said on television yesterday. So, Delta Airlines, Inc., DALN chief executive asked the head of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Tuesday to shrink quarantine guidelines for fully vaccinated individuals who experience breakthrough COVID infections, citing the impact on the carrier's workforce. On the workforce. Not, we have better treatment available and we, learned more data and it's not as contagious after day. No. The science is unchanged. The Delta CEO requested that they change this because of the workforce. CEO Ed Bastian, again, murder in the first degree. Lock him up. This guy, again, I'm not even joking when I say that. I'm not being hyperbolic. This is first degree premeditated murder. These are the most prolific serial killers in world history, folks. Along with the company's chief health officer, and a medical advisor. Oh, yes, I'm being advised by a medical advisor, so therefore, asked in a letter to CDC director, blah, 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 seen by Reuters that the agency's recommended quarantine period for anyone who tests positive of the breakthrough COVID infection be reduced to 5 days from the current 10. So here is Dr. Anthony Fauci. Believe in the science, folks. The science. Doesn't anyone here care about the fucking science? Doesn't anyone watching my show right now give a fuck about the science? Well, let's see what Dr. Anthony Fauci has to say about science.
Let's begin with these new CDC guidelines. Why is the CDC now changing these recommended isolation times for people who test positive for the virus but don't have symptoms? I guess the simple question is, why now?
Well, the reason is that with the sheer volume of new cases that we are having and that we expect to continue with Omicron, one of the things we want to be careful of is that we don't have so many people out. I mean, obviously, if you have symptoms, you should not be out. But if you are asymptomatic and you are infected, we want to get people back to the jobs, particularly those with essential jobs, to keep our society running smoothly. So I think that was a very prudent and good choice.
Murder in the first degree, not the second degree, not manslaughter. This is premeditated, planned, and executed murder. Dr. Anthony Fauci, and again, I know people have this weird hero complex, but he is literally on television telling American citizens to kill themselves for the sake of capitalism. This is the same shit. Remember in March and April of 2020 when the lieutenant governor of Texas went on Fox News? Do you remember this? Anyone remember this? The lieutenant governor of Texas went on Fox News and was asked about how they feel about the elderly being exposed to COVID when it comes to lockdowns. And the lieutenant governor said that the elderly should die for the sake of the economy. They should sacrifice themselves. They should be willing to sacrifice the rest of their lives for the sake of their economy, for their grandchildren and their children. And remember when Democrats, including Anthony Fauci, went out there and said that that's crazy talk. We got to believe the science. We got to believe the science. Well, fast forward 18 fucking months. Here we are, believing the fucking science. Capitalism wants you dead. You are only a cog in the machine. And you're not a cog that's like super hard to manufacture. You're a cog that's also being mass manufactured by the millions, right? Every time a baby is born, your life becomes less valuable in the eyes of capitalism, because all you need to do is wait 14 years if you're in Wisconsin, right? 14 years. Then you can start working full time, right? In Wisconsin. All you got to do is wait 14 years and boom, we got a brand new cog, fit that motherfucker right in the machine. Again, capitalism is a death cult. These people are mass murderers. They are serial killers. They gave us a vaccine, which works, but guess what? Not everyone took it because Americans are fucking stupid. Americans are fucking dumb. And you want to know why Americans are dumb? Because of shit like this. When the CDC said in April to take your masks off, woo! When on July 4th, 2021, when Joe Biden declared independence from the virus. And then, 2 months later, Delta surge. Then, 2 months after that, Omicron surge. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. You're on your own. You have no one coming to save you. You're not going to get any more stimulus checks. No one gives a fuck. You are on your own. You're going to die alone. You're going to watch your family die around you. You're going to watch your friends die around you. And you're going to die alone because of Anthony Fauci, Joe Biden. The entire CDC is corrupt at this point. They are compromised by capitalism. Again, you saw it here a week ago. December 21st. Delta CEO asked them to change it from 10 days to 5 days. It's right here. A week ago. But let's see what else Fauci has to say.
On the part of the CDC, which we spent a considerable amount of time discussing, namely getting people back in half the time than they would have been out so that they can get back to the workplace.
You want to know why COVID is spreading? Because you gotta work. You gotta shop. You gotta work, you gotta shop. It's Christmas, don't you know? You gotta shop. When you're done shopping, you go to your work. When you're done work, you go shop. Buy some fast food, then you go to your second job. Then you shop again. You shop while you're at work. On your break, in the bathroom, get out your phone, load up Amazon, and shop. I hope you work in a mall, because then on your break, you can go across into the other parts of the mall and shop some more. Because this is America. You gotta go to work. You gotta get your money. You gotta waste your money on garbage like fast food and stupid ass consumerist products like gifts for Christmas. Fuck Christmas. That shit's fucking stupid. If anyone still celebrates Christmas after this pandemic, they're a fucking idiot. When you make a Christmas present, that's one thing. When you sew your own blanket or socks or something, or you draw a picture for someone, that's cool. Oh, I'm gonna go to Best Buy and buy my brother a cell phone for Christmas. That's you being a fucking drone. That's you not having any unique thoughts in your brain. You are a product. You are a drone. You are a loser. You have no internal monologue. You are useless. You are garbage. You are shit on my shoes, and you are the reason why this country is so fucking stupid. Again, we have got the internet now. Instead of going on Amazon, gotta shop. Oh, have I shopped some more? Wait. Uh-oh, gotta shops again. Instead of doing that, how about you look some shit up about what these fucking products do to the environment, what they do to this country? How about you fucking, I don't know, read a fucking book on your fucking phone or something? Instead, we've got dumb, mindless consumers being programmed by capital to kill themselves and each other as long as they spend all of their money. But guess what? As long as you die before 65, that's good. We don't want to spend our Social Security money on you. We don't want to spend that money on you. That's why, again, in New York, Andrew Cuomo killed all the old people in the nursing homes, remember? He knew what we're wasting all this money on Social fucking Security. Why don't we just kill them? That's why the lieutenant governor, the Republican lieutenant governor of Texas, said, fuck the elderly, they should die for capitalism. They don't want to spend that money. They want to rake in that money and fucking spend it on war, bombs, and fighter jets that can't even get off the ground. Again, your life is meaningless. You have no value in the eyes of capitalism except for your ability to produce mindless garbage. Look at most jobs in this country. Oh yes, I'm working at a bakery. to manufacture poison so that Americans kill themselves. Oh, I'm working at a toy factory to manufacture stupid garbage so that Americans waste their time and waste their money. Oh, I'm working at a candle factory, just got hit by a tornado and died, but I gotta make my candles for your stupid ass grandma because you're too dumb to make your own gifts, so you have to buy one on Amazon. This country is garbage. It's trash. And this ran by the most prolific serial killers in not American history, in world history. The entire human history on this planet has never seen serial killers get away with it this hard.
Doing things that are important to keep society running smoothly.
And are you concerned Americans will have trouble keeping track of all of these changes, these rules that change here and there? And does this boil down to just a big honor system now?
No, I don't think so, Jim. I think it was a good idea to do that because what we were seeing when you have so many cases, and many of the Omicron cases, interestingly, are either without symptoms or minimally symptomatic, particularly the breakthrough infections that you get when people have been vaccinated. So it just makes sense if you keep them out for 5 days, keep them isolated for 5 days, then get them back doing their job, doing their work, keeping a mask on to protecting themselves from infecting other individuals.
The worst part about this is the fact that they're just completely ignoring the fact that half of this country, we're only at like 60% vaccination, by the way, that 40% of this country doesn't give a fuck. Think about that. Like, they're giving us all these guidelines, right? And all this is doing is eroding the trust in these institutions. About 60% of the country is vaccinated, right? I'm vaccinated. I haven't trusted the CDC and their recommendations really for most of this pandemic, especially since they told everyone to take their masks off in April. Fuck that. As far as I'm concerned, that's when they lost my interest, right? But again, let's be generous and assume 30% of the public had any faith in the CDC going into the Biden administration. Does anyone trust them at this point? Does anyone care about their guidelines at this point? Again, we've got half the country that never cared to begin with. And they fucked the rest of us. But now, this is like a game of musical chairs. We're fucked, folks. Do you think Dr. Fauci is capable of fucking us in the good dick way? Let's be honest. Look at this motherfucker. He looks like a goddamn zombie. We're not getting fucked in the good dick way. We are getting fucked in the bad dick way. I don't want to be gruesome here, but we're not getting fucked with a dick. Let me tell you that much. There's something else going in somewhere, and it's not feeling too good. I don't know what to say anymore. I really... Murder in the first degree. But, okay, I've said that on the podcast. Do I feel better? No. Do you feel better? No. So, what is anyone going to do anything? Are we going to just stop working, maybe? Maybe then? No. Are you going to keep going to work? Yeah. Why? Because you have to pay your rent. Why? Because you need money to live. You need money to live. You have no power. You have no agency. You are a drone. Every one of us. We have nothing. We have nothing. You think you've got a house? You don't have a house. You think you've got an apartment? You don't have an apartment. You have nothing. You have nothing. And I got more too. I mean, this is just this is brutal shit here. This is not good at all. So let's go back into the Biden administration and how, they're handling COVID. Now, again, Joe Biden said there is no federal solution. They got nothing, Jack. But here we have a clip of Education Secretary Miguel Cardona. And so let's watch.
So, as you know, some parents are worried that they're going to see remote learning again. And by the way, some public school districts have...
They're worried that they might see remote learning. Why are they worried? Well, because they have to go to work and they don't have anyone to care for their child. That's what school is. If you didn't know that, now you do. School is daycare. School is daycare that manufactures obedient workers and drones. That's what the school system is for. It's not for creativity. It's not for learning. It's not for teaching. It's for manufacturing obedient workers. It's for brainwashing people into thinking, yes, I must work for capitalism and not get anything in return and like it. Yes, the minimum wage hasn't been increased in like 15 fucking years. And so it's going to take me 20 fucking years to even afford to buy anything whatsoever. And I must like it. I'm a good little worker. That's what school is for. It's daycare to mass manufacture drones. All it is another kind of factory. Now again, but why would you be afraid of remote learning if not for the daycare aspect? Well, I don't know. But either way, that unnecessary, irrational fear is going to produce this really awful policy.
I've been doing that at least around the holidays. You're seeing some private schools as well. Will the administration recommend today that students stay in school for in-person learning?
Let me be very clear. Student safety, staff safety is the number one priority. But yes.
Trust the science. I don't know when y'all went to school. I'm 25 years old, so I went to school about 10 years ago. I was in high school. And let me tell you, the schools I went to had asbestos problems. They had poor ventilation. They had windows that didn't open because they were like fucking stuck shut. But staff and student safety is a top concern. They're going to wear their masks, right? What about during lunch period? You're going to wear your mask during lunch period in the cafeteria? No. Kids don't even know how to follow instructions. And half of this country is so stupid they're probably telling their kids not to listen. Again, we've got a runaway dumb fuck population in this country that's getting exponentially dumber and dumber and dumber as the days go by. But let's continue. Let's see. Like, all right, we believe in science, we believe in safety, but
clear. Student safety, staff safety is the number one priority. But yes, our children need to be in school. We know how to keep them safe. We have a year's worth of experience. We have vaccination efforts happening.
They've got a year's worth of experience. Okay, so we've got a year's experience, and we decided we are going to do absolutely nothing and just do the same policy that we did last time and hope it works out better with a more contagious version of the virus. Okay, so the virus has mutated. It's more contagious. Now, with our year of experience, let's just do nothing. Let's sit back. Remember, have y'all seen Don't Look Up yet? You gotta watch it. Remember that fucking part and Don't Look Up? Sit back and assess. That's their policy. The Biden administration, the Democratic Party, the hashtag We Believe Science people. All right, so we got a more contagious variant, right? Let's give them no money. So okay, we've got a year's worth of experience. Last winter, we gave them money. So now, let's try the same thing, except without giving them money, and with Joe Biden, the president, telling everyone they're on their own and to go fuck themselves. Let's see how this goes.
For children ages 5 and up, we have better testing. Our students deserve 5 days a week in-person learning instruction, and that's what I expect.
So, as you know...
notice how he uses the word deserve. As in, they're doing the kids a favor. Oh, the kids deserve to go to school? The kids deserve it? What? Like, you sound like you're feeding them ice cream or fucking... Yeah, they deserve a little treat. Like going to school. Folks, we're on our own. I can't imagine having kids right now. If you have kids right now that are like not adults or whatever, man, if anyone wants to come on the show, just let me ask you how the fuck you haven't killed yourself yet. If you have kids below the age of 20 and you haven't killed yourself yet this far in the pandemic, You are a miracle. You are, like, I want to ask you questions. I want to do a deep dive. We're fucked, folks. We are fucked. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. The Biden administration's plan is, all right, we put the vaccine out. It's free sometimes. Some people have to pay for it. I never did the research on that. For me, it was free. I got the booster for free. I got everything for free. But we're going to put out the vaccine. We're going to mandate that people either get the vaccine or don't. Remember the Biden vaccine mandate that existed, quote unquote? It was, the Biden vaccine mandate was get vaccinated or don't. That's one hell of a mandate. So we have 61% that are fully vaccinated. Does that include booster shots? No. We're fucked. It's over. The American experiment is done. It's gone. We tried our best. Just kidding. We didn't. We sat back and we watched and let these motherfuckers kill our friends, kill our family members, kill our heroes, kill our idols, kill our teachers, kill our delivery workers, kill our factory workers. We're letting them kill all of our friends and family, and we're all too fucking, we're too dumb and we're too stupid to do anything about it at all. We've got about 40% of the country. They're fucking crazy. They don't even pretend to believe in science. You've got another 40% of the country that pretends. They love the hashtags. They have those signs out on their front lawn. In this house, we believe in science. Remember those fucking things? Jesus fucking Christ. Right? So then you've got 20% that actually cares. But then they're not, like, we're too powerless to do anything about it. It's over. Around this time in 2020, right, I was thinking the vaccine's going to come out. I'm going to get vaccinated ASAP. I did. Things are going to, like, die down. I thought the virus would probably still exist, but, like, you know, I would be vaccinated, so I wouldn't have to worry about it as much. Now you've got these variants that are vaccine evasive developing all across the world. Now it's looking like we're going to need to be on booster shots every couple of months, which I don't necessarily have a problem with. Like, I want to say, I have an extreme fear of needles. Every single time I'm getting a shot at all, right, it's like days and days of, like, massive anxiety. But then it's over, and I'm fine. Right, and I feel fine, and I'm okay with that. But it's like, how many more people are going to die? There are people out there that can't get vaccinated because they've got immunocompromisation disorders. They don't deserve being locked under house arrest for several years. You know what we could have done, and you know what we still can do? National lockdown. 3-4 months. Everyone stay the fuck home. We'll pay your rent. We'll pay your fucking mortgage. We'll give you food delivery. We'll give you pharmaceutical delivery. Stay the fuck home. And we'd be fine. We could have done that in March of 2020. We could have done that at any point. But capitalism won't allow it. Capitalism won't even allow a month of non-stop record-breaking profits. In the long run, they would probably have more money. They would get a government bailout. They would be fine. But they want to see the record-breaking profits every single day, every single month, every single quarter. And for that, how many Americans have to die? How many people in the world have to die? We just passed, by the way, in this country, a nearly $8 trillion defense package. $8 trillion down the fucking sewer on bombs and tanks and fighter jets that can't even fly because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. $8 trillion. Whoop! Gonzo. Did you get any stimulus money? No. Did you get universal pre-K? No. Did you get rent assistance? No. Did you get your child tax credit? Yeah. But are you going to get it next month? No. You get nothing at all. But we got bombs. Hey, we got nukes. We got fighter jets and we got tanks. Can you pay your fucking bills with a tank? Is a tank going to provide you with your essential amino acids? No. Is a tank going to protect you from the coronavirus? No. Meanwhile, in New York City...
Listen, if you decide to hold the line, you must go down non-violently. Okay? You remember what you was taught in school. Especially if you got pigmentation on your skin. Right? This is where we're at right now. Right? This is not right, gentlemen. And we all know that. We all got anger. I know that. Come on! Are you guys gonna Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame
I ask you a question. How many of these people stood up to tyranny after George Floyd was murdered on international television in 2020? I'm going to go ahead and out on a limb here and guess none of them. I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that maybe some of them did, like Kyle Rittenhouse, to cause more trouble and kill innocent people. But now, we've got a dumb fuck in an MLK sweater getting arrested at a Burger King because he refuses to wear a mask and isn't vaccinated. And guess what? This is all astroturfed garbage. The anti-mask protests are not grassroots. Oh, people are they're really going out there and they're really they're just standing up to tyranny. Last year, in Minneapolis, when police and tanks were running through suburban residential neighborhoods and shooting tear gas grenades through people's windows, did they stand up to tyranny? No. They were posting online about how black people should be killed even more on public television. That's what they were doing. But now all of a sudden, all right, they finally got around to stand up to tyranny. Except these people are all fake. They're all paid for actors. So as we can see, this guy here that got arrested, a grassroots anti-vax activist. Get the fucking vaccine, you stupid prick. I got my vaccine, I'm fine. I got my booster shot a week ago, I'm fine, I'm just chilling. But guess what? This guy's a January 6th insurrectionist who somehow isn't in jail. And also this guy apparently thinks that we should ban porn, but I'm not even, I'm going to play it just for fun.
This is the issue, Mr. Santelli, right? We're dealing with the thing, obviously we're dealing with technology. One of the issues is that doesn't get talked about, which is taboo, is pornography, right? Too many young men are watching pornography. And it's not, I don't understand why the government does not take away pornography, right?
This is your standing up to tyranny guy. He wants to ban porn.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Folks, we're fucked. The Biden administration is saying, you're on your own, Jack. We've got anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers trying to accelerate the demise of society. They're all being astroturfed and paid for by the Koch brothers and other far-right institutions. Well, Koch brother, my apologies. They're all lying. The people that are leading these efforts at school boards and all that, they're all paid actors. Lauren Boebert, you know, Madison Cawthorn, all these like leaders and heroes in Congress, they're all paid actors. I don't know what to fucking say anymore, man. I don't even know, like, is this funny? Like, I don't know. People might find this funny, but it's like, is someone going to a school and murdering people with an AK-47 funny? Because that's basically what this is. It's just you don't see the bullets flying. Is dropping a bomb in like a fucking random town in the Middle East funny? Because that's essentially what they're doing here. These people are trying to kill as many people as they can in the dumbest way possible. And the Biden administration's just like, whatever. You're on your own, Jack. There's no federal solution for COVID. None whatsoever. By the way, quarantine, fuck that. You gotta go back to work. You gotta go to work. Mass Burger King. Essential workers. Burger King? That's American society. Burger King is an essential business. What will the Americans do without their Whopper? So let's go to work. Let's make these Whoppers, mass manufacture the poison so the drones can go back to work, and their other Wendy's, and their McDonald's, and their department stores, and their fucking shoe shopping stores, and their fucking Apple stores. We gotta give them the poison so that they can barely subsist and give other people other kinds of poisons. That's essential work in America. And we have these dumb motherfuckers. What would MLK do? Now again, that guy who got arrested doesn't actually give a shit about MLK at all. They're pretending. They're getting paid to pretend. But they're going to convince a couple of dumb motherfuckers that it's like, yeah, I'm on the side of MLK. I know last year I advocated to kill black people. I know last year I said that I wanted the military to fucking murder all protesters and rioters and looters. But now that the vaccines, I'm gonna be like MLK. It's all fake. These motherfuckers are dumb as hell. Americans are the dumbest of the dumb. The dumbest of the dumb motherfuckers. MLK storming a Burger King for the right to fucking poison himself. Because people don't want to take their medicine? It's fucking crazy. It's just all... It's crazy, folks. It's fucking crazy. Speaking of crazy. Speaking of fucking crazy.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low resolution thinking.
So, Dr. Jordan Peterson is here. He's back, folks, once again. And so this is a couple days old, but Justin Trudeau, if you don't know who that is, he's the quote-unquote leader of Canada. He said, if you're taking care of some last-minute Christmas shopping this week, because in Canada you gotta shop too. You gotta shop! Fuck making your own gift. Fuck drawing an art piece. Fuck making a great dinner for your family. Fuck sending a recipe over. Fuck baking some cookies and sending them to your family. Fuck that. You gotta go shop. You gotta go buy some stupid, soulless garbage to give to your family instead of making it yourself. Shop, shop, shop. Same thing in Canada. Here's something else you can add to your list. A booster. If you're eligible for one but haven't gotten one yet, please do so now. And if you don't have your first or second dose, now's the time to get it. Is Justin Trudeau saying we're going to lock you the fuck down and get your booster shot now? I would support that, personally. I would support locking everyone down, strapping them to a fucking table, and forcing the booster into them. I do support that. Genuinely, and I'm not joking when I say that. I know it sounds bizarre to some people, but yes, I do believe we should have forced vaccination. At this point, in December of 2021, yeah, we need forced vaccination. I'm sorry. I am not even bothering with that argument. But Jordan Peterson says, up yours, Justin Trudeau. Seriously. You'd have to kill me first. Now, first of all, I would pay money to see Justin Trudeau kill Jordan Peterson. I would pay money for that. I would in fact, I've got money right here. Check this out. I know it's not going to be helpful to a Canadian, but I've got some money. Here's the money. So I would pay money for that. But anyway. In fact, wait. I've got two monies. I've got multiple monies. This is if anyone wants to do crowdfunding for this, I would love that. But anyway, the tweet is like the most innocuous thing. Like, it's like the little fucking pussy beta bitch. Please take your medicine so that you stop killing everyone around you. Please. Please. Because Justin Trudeau's a loser. Just like Joe Biden. They're losers. They're beta fucking cowards. I support forced vaccination. Strap them to a fucking chair and put the fucking shot in them. Let them take their fucking weird fucking baths. Let them like fucking pray to their crystals afterward to get the 5G out of them. I don't fucking care. Take your shot. I got my vaccine as soon as I was allowed. I got my booster shot on the very first appointment. But again, this guy is such an extreme overreaction. You have to kill me first. Before what? You got a booster shot? These are the thought leaders, folks. I need you to understand. These are right-wing thought leaders.
That isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
I have nothing else to say, but this guy is one dumb motherfucker. Fuck me, folks. Fuck me, and then fuck me again. And then when you're done fucking me, I gotta get fucked again. I'm horny for death. So, let's see what real tyranny is doing in this country, in the United States of America. So here we have a tweet from Cori Bush that is in response to this case that happened on Christmas. Maybe it was Christmas Eve. But yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I did a story about how a former mayor in a Minnesota city was killed by a sheriff's department car. Does anyone remember? I did that yesterday, maybe the day before. A car from the sheriff's department killed the mayor. Former mayor, anyway. The car did. There was a driver in the car who was a police officer, but the headline was that the car killed the former mayor. So here's another great headline. Stray bullet kills girl as officers fire at suspect in Los Angeles store. First of all, why are police opening fire with machine guns in a department store? What? I don't care what was was the suspect like a terrorist that had like a nuclear bomb that was about to go off? Like, what scenario makes it justifiable to have a machine gun and shoot up a department store? Like, did they have, like, the president, like, fucking, like, tied to a chair somewhere with, like, are they, like, the Jigsaw killer from the Saw movies, right? And there's, like, a fucking, like, you know, like, bowl of acid about to, like, go onto Joe Biden's head? Why are they trying to gun him down so hard? But again, the officers didn't kill a 14-year-old. Notice how the headline doesn't have 14-year-old in it. It's just girl. But it's a stray bullet. The cop had nothing to do with it. So Cori Bush said, Valentina Orellana, Peralta, this 14-year-old baby girl was shopping for quinceañera dresses on Christmas Eve when she was gunned down. A stray bullet didn't kill her. A police officer with a loaded gun did. Headlines like these help police violence to continue to go unchecked. There's another story I might talk about today where a 13-year-old died. A 13-year-old on a dirt bike died In fact, you know what? I've got it right here. Let me just. I'll do this in a separate segment, but just for emphasis. Check this headline out. This is another. Like, these are all separate instances over the course of this week. A 13-year-old boy riding a dirt bike died. These are, and again, yesterday I covered a story where a sheriff's department car killed a former mayor. But anyway, I'll get into this one later. But here we have the body camera footage of this incident that occurred. And there's some very interesting things here. So, in this video, you can see the captions. So, in the captions, they are all telling Officer Jones, who's the murderer who murdered a 14-year-old, to hold up and to slow down and to stop. Right? And then they shot anyway? Check this out. Alright? This is the guy who murdered someone in Los Angeles, murdered a 14-year-old. It wasn't a stray bullet. It was this guy, William Dorsey Jones Jr., is a murderer. His colleagues told him to stop. Now, again, I ask you this. There is a guy with a machine gun in a department store shooting willy-nilly and is not answering orders, police orders. The police ordered this murderer to stop shooting. So why didn't the police shoot and kill Officer Jones? Who's more of an active threat? An unnamed random suspect? A 14-year-old girl shopping for her quinceañera? Or some fucking psychopath with a machine gun shooting up a department store? Why didn't the police shoot and kill William Dorsey Jones? Why? Because they're on the same team. They're a gang. They're a gang, a roving gang of criminals that will murder anyone they want and get away with it because the state has a monopoly on violence. The state can kill you. The state can kill your son. They can kill your daughter. They can kill your friend. They can kill your dad. They can kill anyone you want. Anyone they want, rather. And if you even think of questioning them, they'll kill you too. Why didn't the cops shoot and kill the guy running around a department store, not listening to orders with a machine gun? Anyone? Does anyone know? We have this big detailed thread from the People's City Council of Los Angeles on Twitter. Apparently this guy got $170,000 in salary. He got paid $170,000 to murder a 14-year-old. Also, apparently, they were the person in charge of a, quote, nonprofit called Officers for Change. Whatever that means. Like, Officers for Change. Yeah, the change, like, killing your fucking daughter. Some pretty good change. But as you can see here, in the video itself, December 23rd, everyone was asking them to stop. And he just refused to listen and murdered someone for no reason. And again, go back to Corey Bush's good point here. The New York Times, it's a stray bullet. Stray bullet. It was just a car. It wasn't the officer driving the car. No, it was just the car. And then I look at this one. I'm going to cover this one in just a second. A 13-year-old boy riding a dirtbag died. Just dropped the fuck dead. They just died. A 13-year-old died. How did they die? I don't know. They just died. But let's get into this one because okay, again, this headline is incredible. A 13-year-old boy riding a dirt bike died. Not was murdered, not was executed, not had their 8th Amendment protections against cruel and unusual punishment violated. No. They just died. It's like they want you to believe that police don't kill people. It's just police. It's an officer-involved shooting. The officer was involved. How? Well, they shot and killed someone. Now let's read this article. from CBS Local, miami.cbslocal.com. 13-year-old Boynton Beach boy riding dirt bike dies during attempted traffic stop. There's so much wrong. Okay, 13-year-old Boynton Beach boy riding dirt bike. Why did all of these... This is creative writing. Who cares if they were on a dirt bike? Why is that relevant? They just die during an attempted traffic stop. Not during a traffic stop. Not during police trying to pull them over and shoot them. A 13-year-old boy riding a dirt bike died on Sunday during an attempted traffic stop, according to the boy. So the police department said that. I'm glad that we've got investigative journalists at CBS that are willing to print the hard facts. Our heart goes out to the family members of this young person. And they can trust that we and our law enforcement partners will be conducting a series of thorough and meticulous investigations. Okay, so hold the phone. So imagine you get a call. Hello, ma'am. Your son died. Your son was on a dirt bike and died. We're going to investigate into and we're going to do our best to find out how they died. Then you realize, wait a second, a cop shot and killed them. Now imagine this. Your son is murdered by police. And then the police say, we are going to do our best to figure... First of all, the kid's dead. In a news release, police say the dirt bike went down during the attempted stop, killing the teen boy. Boynton Beach PD said the officer involved will be placed on administrative leave, so they got a paid vacation. So they chased the fuck out of a kid, scared them half to death, they crashed and died. They just died. And the person who was responsible for their death is going to sit up at home, watch some Netflix. Watch some HBO, folks. Gonna check out the new trending videos on YouTube. Maybe I'll open up my TikTok app and maybe I'll order some takeout. Now, again, my presumption is police murder people until I see body camera evidence that proves otherwise. If all of these cop killings are justified, okay, show me the tape. All right. You think it's justified? All right. Where's the body cam? Where's the dash cam? I'm going to look. Oh, you're not going to show it to me. Oh, okay. So you murdered them. So, okay. So they were on a dirt bike. There was an attempted traffic stop and they died. Seems like there's missing a few steps. Was it the cops were chasing them and ran them off the road? Was it the cops like fucking hit them with the car? Do we know those details? No. But what we do know is that the police are going to do a thorough and meticulous investigation. What? They just want you to believe this shit. They don't want you to question this. They want you to be a good little drone, read your headline, oh, another 13-year-old died. Oh, a stray bullet kills a 14-year-old. Oh, a car. A sheriff's department car murdered the former mayor of some city, of some place in Minnesota. They just want you to believe this shit. They don't want you to question it. They don't want you to call and ask like, wait, what? They don't want you to go out and protest. They don't want you to fucking call your fucking city council or mayor or like any, like, they don't want you to call a lawyer. They don't want you. They don't care. They will kill anyone they want and get away with it 98.3% of the time. That's the statistic. Look it up, mappingpoliceviolence.org. 98.3% of the time, there's an officer-involved death, there are no charges. .98% of the time, they just die. Lord have mercy, folks. Lord have fucking mercy. Let's try to get a little bit of a palate cleanser, shall we? I mean, this isn't much of a palate cleanser, but I'm going to do my best. All right, folks.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
So remember that epic moment, Joe Biden's best moment of the presidency, where he basically just mocked this guy who said, "Let's go, Brandon," on the Christmas Eve call? Well, apparently, Oregon father of 4 who told President Biden, "Let's go, Brandon," on Christmas Eve call said he meant it in jest. Oh. He meant it in jest. It was a joke. It was a joke. Jared Schmeck said Monday he is proud of the call with President Joe Biden. Schmeck made the new remarks on former Donald Trump advisor Steve Bannon's show War Room, where he wore a Make America Great Again hat and struck a defiant tone, read The Latest. So it's a joke. He didn't intend his party message to be vulgar. It was a joke. He's just joking. But anyway, so we've got that clip here. Let's see. Let's talk about this joke. So again, I want to real quick, I need to say this, right? Because there are dumb motherfuckers out there. Joe Biden won the 2020 election. If you disagree, you're a dumbass. You're a loser. You're a fucking moron. Go outside, touch grass. You're an idiot, okay? So that being said, it was just a joke. Let's go, Brandon is a joke. He didn't mean it to be vulgar. Now again, I don't care. I don't give a shit at all. And Joe Biden owned him. He got owned, epic style. As the kids say, he got clapped. I don't know what that means. I just heard my brother say it once. So again, but let's see. He's just joking, right? Let's see what he has to say on War Room.
I know it was said in a joking manner, in a humorous manner, but it's a very serious thing. And I mean, it's
okay.
It was one way from.
So he was joking, but it's also very serious. Is it a joke or is it serious?
I mean, like, man, I got a chance right now to voice my disapproval of this man and his administration, and so I'm proud of it.
What is that? You're John Q. Public. What is that? What is that disapproval? Can you define that for us?
Yeah. I mean, for me, "Let's go, Brandon" is, and I've said it in other articles. I am a Christian man. It's for me, it's God first and foremost. I don't follow any one man blindly.
Folks, this is why I call Christianity a fucking poison. I'm sorry, there is no such thing as good Christianity. It doesn't exist.
So, Brandon, I agree.
Right? It doesn't exist. There is no good Christianity. I'm sorry. Like, because if you have Christianity, you've got this. Now, does that mean there's not a good person that's a Christian? No. There are great people that are Christians. I have a lot of friends that are Christians. But Christianity is bad because it leads to mind rot and poisonous fucking thoughts and things like this. This guy is a Christian. Now, Jesus was a communist. He's also not white. But this guy is a Christian. And he exemplifies his Christianity by saying, "Let's go, Brandon," on the phone. He's a joke. It's a joke, but it's also very serious. Let's Go, Brandon is it's a platform for something much bigger.
Some of the media has run with that and said I don't support Donald Trump. That's absolutely false. Donald Trump is my president, and he should still be president right now. The election was 100% stolen. So I just want to make.
That's not true. I have to say that. If you think Donald Trump is your president, you are delusional. You are in a fantasy land. That's all it is. You're in a fantasy land. You're not living in the real world. You're on drugs or something. You're in a dream, maybe? Right? And you woke up from a dream. Like, you ever have like one of those really realistic dreams where you, like, you know, something, it was like very much so like real life, and let's say, like, you know, your microwave exploded in the dream, and so you go downstairs and you think, "Oh shit, my microwave exploded, I just remembered," and then it's right there and it's fine. Now imagine, right, you're this guy, and you wake up from a dream and it's like, "Oh shit, yeah, I had a dream where Trump was still president. That's awesome." Now, okay, whatever, but, and then you go on a show and you say, "Yeah, Trump's still president." Right? No. That was a dream. You that's not real. That didn't actually happen. He lost. He fucking lost. A year ago he lost. More than a year ago he lost. It's over. Every single lawsuit except like one of them was a loss. He failed. He lost, and he lied to you.
Make that clear. But Let's Go Brandon is more than just F Joe Biden. Let's Go Brandon encompasses the entirety of our frustration with Joe Biden, the administration, the leftist mob, the cancel culture, the mainstream media. They're the ones who made this a thing. And we're able, as conservatives, we're able to find humor in this. But there's terrible things going on. We've got the debacle in Afghanistan. I mean, they're not even talking about that anymore. It's crazy to me how quickly they forgot that story, and no one's talking about it.
I can't. It's a joke, but it's also very serious, and it's a platform for something much bigger. Now imagine... Again, this guy is fucking Looney Tunes. He is nuts. The guy is fucking insane. Christians, again, in general, are insane. If you can believe that there's an invisible man in the sky and that Jesus is watching you jerk off, you are insane. That is textbook insanity. Get fucking help. But not only that, this guy believes Donald Trump is still the president. He believes that Joe Biden is like a communist or a leftist. He is fucking insane. He is crazy. This is not someone you should put on TV and enable their insanity. He is insane. If I went on mainstream media and said, you know, my dog can speak English. Max, you want to speak English? And that, like, the walls are oozing green slime. You know what they would say to me? They would say, do you need help? We have got this situation in this country where Republicans, conservatives, what are they conserving, by the way? I ask them that all the time. What are they conserving? Right? They literally are insane. And everyone just pretends like, oh, well, you know, that's what they think. That's their opinion. This isn't an opinion. An opinion is, you know, I like that movie. I thought, you know, it's a pretty good movie. An opinion is like, I didn't really like that scene. I thought it was a little... That's an opinion. An opinion is, oh, you know, my favorite video game and your favorite... That's an opinion. Donald Trump being president, that's not an opinion. That's just wrong. You're wrong. He's insane. The entire Republican Party is insane. Steve Bannon is insane. They're all crazy. They are fucking Looney Tunes, motherfucker. Do you not know what that means? Do you know what it means when people walk around and storm Burger King because they don't believe in medicine? That's insane. Like, they're insane. I don't know what... There's no commentary here. There's no commentary. There's no, they're fucking crazy. And don't even get me started on Joe Biden. Joe Biden's administration is also shit on my shoes. Joe Biden said yesterday, there is no federal solution for COVID. You're on your own. He's insane. Dr. Anthony Fauci went on television to say that the quarantine time was cut in half because we got to get back to work. And working is going to stop the pandemic. There is mass psychosis in this country, and it's not just Republicans. It's Democrats, it's everybody. There is no consensus. There is no shared reality. No one exists in the same world as anyone else. There's only like maybe a couple million people in this country that know what the fuck is going on. I consider myself one of them. But again, folks, they are insane. They're fucking crazy. And that's why, the reason why these people are crazy is because of religion. If you are a father of 4, presumably 40-something, maybe, I don't know, 30, 40-something years old, and you believe that there's an invisible man in the sky and that Jesus is going to come back and there's going to be a rapture and all, you are crazy. I'm sorry. There is no way you can convince me that anyone that believes in Christianity isn't insane to some degree. Now again, people can be insane and still be good people. That's fine. Most Christians are probably decent people. They're insane. They've got a significant, severe mental illness, but they're a good person. And I don't necessarily want to shit on people that are overall good people that believe that Jesus is watching them jerk off. They're insane. That's crazy. But, their insanity doesn't affect me that much. But when you have mass psychosis, where 70%, I think the latest numbers are 63% of the country is Christian, they're insane. 63% of the country is verifiably insane. They are crazy. There is no such thing as a sane religious person. It's impossible. You cannot believe in God or Jesus or Allah or any of that stupid ass shit and call yourself a normal, rational, sane person. You cannot do that. You are insane. You are definitionally insane. You are out of this world. I'm sorry. I have at this point, December 2021, what religious nutbags have put us through in this country up until this point, I'm done. I'm done trying to pretend not to hate religion. I'm done trying to be nice to people that are Christians. Based on their I'll play along to a degree, but this is fucking insane. Every single person that believes Jesus is watching them jerk off is enabling this kind of behavior. Because what you should be doing, as soon as you hear that someone believes in invisible men in the sky manipulating everything and the angels are watching you and they're gonna make good things happen. Good things don't happen. You keep praying for the good things and they never happen, but the angels are there, they're behind the scenes, they're watching me, Jesus is there, I'm jerking off, and he's he's watching me. And then, God is real, and then angels, and then, the snakes and the apples. You are insane. And your insanity is a slippery slope that leads to this. Can you honestly sit here and tell me you are a Christian, you believe in God and Jesus and the Holy Ghost, but someone that thinks Donald Trump is president, they're the crazy one? You're all crazy. You're all fucking stupid, and you're all enabling each other with this stupid-ass garbage. I am done, folks. I'm done with religion. I'm done with Christianity. I'm done with conservatives. I'm done with Republicans. I'm done with Democrats. I'm done with all that garbage. They're all fucking stupid. They're all shit on my shoes. They're insane. They are insane! If I believed that, I don't know, I know the fucking flying spaghetti monster, I know, it's a cliche, but seriously! As an Italian American, I love spaghetti, I love pasta. I believe that there is a flying spaghetti monster following me around and making my pasta taste even better. Guess what? I'm insane, I'm crazy. But I don't actually believe that because I'm not a fucking moron. But there are people out there that literally believe. They read the Bible and they go yo, this shit is awesome. And they think it's real. They think it's real. A 2,000-year-old poorly translated piece of garbage book. They think that that's real. They think that actually represents the real world. They're fucking crazy. And then they go, but this guy still believes Donald Trump is president. Now let's pray. Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. There is no God. There is no Jesus. You're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, folks. I hate to tell you. I hate to fucking tell you. Again, I've told you my Christian summer camp stories in New Jersey. That's where I grew up, right? But I've lived in North Carolina now for almost 3 years. And let me tell you, Christianity is the dumbest thing I've ever seen that has any sort of mass popularity. There are people that walk around and they actually think angels are real. Now, it's one thing to think that in the abstract, could there be aliens or hyperdimensional creatures? Could we live in a simulation and they're all watching us like we're in The Sims? That is more rational and more logical than Jesus. Aliens, more rational, more logical. The simulation theory, more rational, more logical. Because when people discuss these things in the abstract, they don't actually go about every moment of their life saying, I believe this is 100% true. They're like, well, this is possibly true, this is probably true, and here's why, and this is that. Religious people, on the other hand, Nope, Jesus is real. He died on the cross, and he's also watching me. He's in the room right now. Yeah, angels are real. In fact, I prayed this morning, and an angel made my coffee just the right temperature. Not too hot, not too cold. God bless God. No, you're crazy. I don't know. They're fucking nutso. They are nutso. I just got a fucking mouthful of grounds. Woo! Is anyone in my chat room a religious person? Like, I hope that I have, like, either gotten rid of y'all or, I don't know. Are there any, genuinely asking? Because, and this is the other thing, there are religious people I respect. Some of my friends are religious. I know people, I respect people that are religious. But, there's a point where it's look at what Christianity is doing to this fucking country, and you're religious still? What the fuck? It's one thing to be raised religiously, and then, you're 13, and you're this doesn't really make that much sense anymore. I'm not talking about spirituality. I'm a spiritual person. I love the spirit. I love all that shit. I that's great. But I'm talking about religion. I'm talking about, you believe in, this mainstream fucking garbage. If you're gonna be religious, believe in something cool. That's why I respect people that believe in aliens. I respect people that believe in the simulation theory and hyperdimensional creatures, because at least that's cool. At least that's up to date. At least there's some scientific basis. If you're believing in this fucking 2,000-year-old garbage, this 6,000-year-old garbage, this fucking 1,500-year-old garbage, you're a dumbass. You're a loser. You're a fucking moron. Believe in something cool. That's why I respect Scientology. I think most Scientologists are fucking insane, but at least they're trying something new. They're trying something new on. They're thinking outside the box. They're trying to keep up with the times. Christianity is fucking played out. Judaism played out. Islam played out. That shit's garbage. I'm sorry. All these old-ass dumb fuck religions are garbage. They're garbage. If you're a fucking Scientologist, even hell, fuck, Mormons. Mormons, what do they? They believe that there was some dude named Joe who walked around and had 15 wives, and then now this is the 9th book in the Bible. At least Joe was walking around in the 1920s or so. I don't know. 1950s? I don't know what the fuck the Mormon shit is. But at least they're trying something new. They're continuing the story. They're going for something. They're trying something. That's my thing. They're crazy, obviously. Right? Duh. But, I can respect them being a little creative. I can respect that. I respect the creativity. As one artist to another, not bad. But my God, Christians are fucking dumb. Scientology is all about money. Oh, I'm not even doubting that. No doubts whatsoever. Not to be confused with the band, of course. Love me some No Doubt, but yeah, all religions suck. I'm just saying, there's I'm trying to emphasize how stupid Christianity is. I really want to emphasize how dumb that shit is. My God. Anyway, folks, I know I performed a little bit of a heavy show. I hope that no one is depressed. But, I tell it how it is on this show. As they say, folks, it is what it is. I don't know what else to tell you. It is what it is. Oh, man. I'm getting a good back stretch. But, folks, the show is not over. The show is not over. You wish it was over. You wish this show was over. Because if this show was over, you could go about living your life. But it's not over. It's not. And it never will be. Well, actually, it will be at some point. But it's not right now. Because, folks, it's happening. So yesterday, was it yesterday? I don't remember. I'm bad at remembering which day is which. But I think it was maybe yesterday that I did a review of Don't Look Up. It could have been the day before. I did a Twitter poll. And the results are in. Well, actually, there's 8 hours left technically, but that's just because it was the default. So I did a Twitter poll. And I asked, should I do more movie reviews on my show to change it up a little? And we got 89.4% that said yes. Now, there are 10% that said no. Fuck them. They're dumb. So we are going to launch into another movie review. But this... again, so for those of you that don't know, I used to do a movie review series on my channel a while ago. It's had several incarnations over the years. And I like watching movies because I have a lot of free time, so I watch movies. And so because people have said that, they would like to see more movie reviews, I'm going to talk about movies that I watch. Now, again, not all of them are new. These are not going to be very serious, in-depth critiques. I don't give a shit about that. But I'm just going to tell you, when I watch a movie, I'll tell you. And I'll give you a little something. And I watched a movie last night. And it was not a new movie. Well, it's kind of new. But I watched a movie last night. It's called Looking Glass. And it has Nicolas Cage. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm a Nicolas Cage fan. He's my favorite actor. So, just throwing that out there. I watched this movie last night. I believe it's from 2018. Watching movies, folks. Now, I'm going to spoil this movie from the jump. Now, again, if you want to go in, right, and you don't want the spoiler, I'm going to spoil it right now, real quick. But mute the stream, leave the stream right now, and go watch the movie. If, you don't care, it's Nicolas Cage and you haven't heard of it before. Because that was my thing, right? Hulu has this category on Hulu called the Nick Cage Collection. And it has all their Hulu Nicolas Cage movies, right? So I'm like, never heard of this one before. I just heard about it. Literally, on the thing, I'm going to watch it instantly. I didn't look it up, right? Whatever. So anyway, spoiler time. Have you ever wanted to see... Now again, this is your chance. Get the fuck out. Have you ever wanted to see Nicolas Cage shoot a cop in the head and kill them? Because if you have, watch this movie. I just spoiled the whole plot. I'm sorry. But again, I don't know how else to advocate for you watching the movie. I know that my audience loves cops so much, and they love when they're featured in movies. So if you ever wanted to see Nick Cage shoot a cop in the head, boom. There you go. That's Looking Glass. It's a good movie. It's one of those weird movies that's it's like a low budget, kind of like there's barely any action, there's barely any actors, there's a lot of scenes that drag out really long. The soundtrack reminds me a little bit of Silent Hill. It's got those weird noises in it, like that kind of stuff. It's kind of eerie. And so the whole plot revolves around there's Nicolas Cage and his wife in the movie, I forget her name, buy a hotel or a motel from someone in the Nevada, Vegas area, something like that. And they, just buy the motel from someone who's a mysterious guy. They don't really know much about him, but they want to change the scenery. And this motel contains a one-way or a two-way mirror, and so that you can spy on people in the motel rooms. And then Nicolas Cage spies on people, there's, hey, I'm just going to give you, if you want another way to watch it, there's some lesbian sex scenes. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there, if anyone, wants to watch Nick Cage watch some lesbian sex, watch this movie. But then he notices that there's something weird going on when he's jerking off in the mirror. And then it leads to a cop getting shot in the head. So I would recommend watching it. I know I spoiled it for you, but I enjoyed it. It's a fun movie. So there you go. That's Looking Glass. I'm going to do more of these movie reviews, because why not, right? I like Nick Cage. You like Nick Cage. There's some lesbian sex. A cop is shot in the head. I don't know. It's worth watching. So if you like Nicolas Cage, you'll like this movie. If you don't like Nicolas Cage, then you should probably unsubscribe. And so, again, bringing back the movie reviews, folks. We're bringing it back. It's happening. And, if I watch a movie, I'll let you know. So we're gonna start this again. So this is happening. So that's it. That's the show. Go watch it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I have nothing else to say. So that's it. I've just reviewed a movie. There you go. Look at me. Woo! All right, folks. Yes, The Rock is really good. Maybe I should just review every Nicolas Cage movie I've ever seen. Maybe that should be like the new daily segment. Just review all the Nick Cagers. But anyway, folks, that's the show for today. That's the show. I know that the show is a little bit heavy today, but I'm gonna try to branch out a little bit. Have I seen Mandy yet? I have not. I'm trying to branch out a little bit, trying to get some more segments going. I'm gonna bring back the movie reviews because 89.6% of viewers say yes. You can't fight those numbers. 89.6%. That's huge. So if I watch a movie, I'll let you know what I think about it. Old, new, if it's not my first time watching it, if it's my fifth time watching it. Watch Mandy today. I don't know, what is Mandy on? What is it on? Let me see. ...2018 horror thriller. Is it on Prime Videos? You have to... Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Alright, gonna watch Mandy today. Just for you, Matt. There you go. So, anyway, I gotta pee. An emergency urination has been scheduled for right now. And thank you all for watching. Share the stream. If y'all want to help me out financially, I would appreciate that. It's the end of the year. So if you want to, pump the numbers for my 2021 income, now's the time to do it. And if you want to wait until 2022 to pump the numbers, start off strong, let's do it. I appreciate y'all for watching. There's I want to say that, I appreciate everyone watching. I don't know how to do these personal things. I'm really bad at it, but share the clips. If you have like a friend or whatever, I don't have any friends, but if you have friends, send them some clips I do that you find that are enjoyable or funny or interesting. I got a lot of plans for the show, and just for the channel generally. 2021 was kind of the year of Above It All for me. I kind of just focused on this pretty much the entirety of the year. I did very little outside of that. And I'm going to try to, add more into that. I will say that I am planning on doing an updated cooking show, Cooking with the Bitch, reboot season 2. That will happen at some point next year. I know I talk a lot about food. I've been studying a lot about food. I've been learning a lot about cooking. lately, over the last couple of months, and so that's going to be a thing that I'm going to do next year. And I just want to branch out. I want to do more video game content, that kind of stuff, and all that, and get into that sphere again. But above it all will still, of course, be a daily show. Of course, this is my thing. I will be doing this every day, 10 a.m. Unless I need, unless there's a change. I don't know. I'm getting a little congestion. Oh, folks. Oh, fuck.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
At the same time, the vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind. At the same time, the vaccine is one of the greatest achievements of mankind.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. And by the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn. That turn.
I mean what I say when I say it.
In the sun.
I mean what I say when I say it.
In the pool.
I mean what I say when I say it.
So it was trading.
I mean what I say when I say it.
Come back up again.
I mean what I say when I say it.
So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
I mean
what I say. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap. I've loved kids jumping on my lap. I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
I'm the only person.
Sam, if I could just get this sentence out, we can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico. Dumb people, liberal people can.
Across this country, we've seen this new phenomenon lately, chanted at sporting events and on signs. The phrase is, "Let's go Brandon."
Let's go Brandon, I agree.
All of a sudden we can't talk about Neanderthal DNA anymore.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating. Oh, seriously, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
Force the vote, sure, was a failure.